What is up, everybody? Welcome on in. A to Z Philly halftime live show. We're here week 17. The Birds lead the Arizona Cardinals 21-6 at halftime. And if you thought that to wrap up the new year, we were going to have an interesting game, well, you were right. Maybe for the wrong reasons, but talk about a very strange game. The Birds lead at 21-6. It feels like they have not dominated this first half at all in the revenge game against Jonathan Gannon, who loved opening his mouth. Here are the Birds, and, they're spanking down on the Arizona Cardinals, but it just doesn't feel like they are, It's very weird. It's very weird. We'll read your comments. We'll shout out some people in the chat. If you guys are here on the YouTube channel, hit that like button, subscribe to the show, and if you're on Facebook, hit that share button. Consider coming on over to YouTube, but very weird, man. The craziest thing, who had Julio Jones going for 2 touchdowns in the first half? This guy hasn't had a multi-touchdown game in years, let alone he hasn't even had a catch, and I can't even remember how long. He's had 7 receptions on the entire season for the Eagles, and he comes in with 2 touchdowns here in the first half. But the fact of the matter is, this game still doesn't make any sense to me, right? The Arizona Cardinals have dominated the ball the entire half. 38 plays run by Arizona to 21 by Philadelphia. They've held the ball for almost 22 minutes. The Eagles have only had the ball for 8 minutes in this first half. Do numbers deceive us? Do numbers deceive us? Like, is that what's going on here? How do you feel after this first half? We knew coming into this game that the Cardinals are a terrible team. They're probably tanking for that number 1 pick, and they're run by Jonathan Gannon, who really does not, I'm not going to say he doesn't know much football, but he's not ready to be a head coach, right? And the Cardinal season is over. They have nothing to play for, really. They're trying to get that number 1 pick. But here they are coming out of the gate, running the ball down the Eagles' throats. And James Conner has been fantastic in this game. He has 14 carries in the first half for 72 yards. And you look at the numbers, just from a numbers standpoint, it looks like the Cardinals are dominating this game. Eagles pass rush can't get to Kyler Murray. He's 12 for 17 in this game with 99 yards. It's just very odd, man. It's a very odd circumstance so far. But on the other side, Jalen Hurts, 11 for 13 with 114 yards. He's got 2 touchdown passes, both to Julio Jones. They kind of got away from running the ball. DeAndre Swift, though, did go over 1,000 yards, so shout out to him. And, there's a couple big plays that A.J. Brown to Dallas Goedert. And even at the end of the half there, you had a trickery play where Jalen Hurts looks like he's lining up for the brotherly shove. He ends up dumping it back to Kenny Gainwell, who's actually left-handed. I didn't even know that. And he throws one for 17 yards to Devontae Smith. So, yeah, I don't know. It's a very weird half. The Cardinals had a couple huge drives in this half. They had a 10-minute drive on their last one, 16 play, 59 yards for 10 minutes, but it only results in a field goal. I guess the way to characterize the Eagles' defense today is bend but not breaking, because really, a 10-minute drive for Arizona. Earlier on their first drive, they had a 7-minute, 46-second drive for 14 plays, but they settled for a couple field goals. The Eagles made the stops when they had to inside the red zone, and to be honest, the interception is kind of where it went awry for Arizona. You had Kyler Murray kind of moving the ball down the field, and they were on an 8-play, 43-yard drive, and Kyler Murray tries to lob one up to the end zone. However, his receiver had some miscommunication. He ended up cutting inside, and the ball just went to nobody. However, Sidney Brown comes out of the woodworks, and he takes it to the house for 99 yards, a pick 6 for Sidney Brown. So good to see him finally punch one in, and the Eagles defense finally gets a turnover. But just a very strange game, in my opinion. I think the Eagles, should be able to get some rhythm going here. I think they should win this game by 30. I said that all week. You're essentially going up against one of the worst teams in the league, one of the worst coaches in the league, and this is a perfect opportunity for you to get your mojo back. But I don't know. Right now, I'm still conflicted. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome into the halftime show here on A to Z Philly. Last one of 2023. Hope you all are feeling well. How's everybody doing out there? Give me your thoughts in the chat, and we will read them out. Are you confident? Do you think this team's playing good? Sean Quigg in the house. What's up, man? Chris Moore says Julio with 2 touchdowns today. Raheem says Julio Jones, 2 touchdowns. Let's keep it going. Jamie says defense is bend, but no break, not a comfortable approach. Yeah. At the end of the day, it does feel like this Eagles front is kind of cooked, man. It feels like they're kind of cooked, and it's sad, you know, like what happened to Jalen Carter, what happened to Jordan Davis. They were playing so effective at the beginning of the year, and then you come into these, you know, last 6-7 weeks, they come back from injury, and it's like they can't get to the quarterback. The Eagles don't blitz at all. And it just feels like that front four, you know, even throw BG in there as well, right? Sweat, all these guys, they can't get to the quarterback. And that is not a formula for success. They also can't stop the damn run game, which is frustrating. It's frustrating, man. James Conner out here running all over the Eagles defense. There's still leaving guys wide open. I mean, you know, Trey McBride had 4 catches in the first half. Elijah Higgins with 2. Greg Dortch with 3. These guys are out there moving around, man. The Eagles are going to have to, you know, they're going to have to find ways to cover these guys better. And obviously, when you get Darius Slay back, that'll be a different story. And when you get Zach Cunningham back, that'll be different as well. But right now, I just, you know, it's just been a very weird game. Very weird game from a lot of different angles. But we'll read out more comments. And before we jump into more, let me give a shout out to our sponsor here of today's show, BetMGM. Enjoy all your favorite sports like never before at BetMGM. Sign up with the code ATOZPA and receive up to $1,000 back in bonus bets if you don't win your first bet. When you register with BetMGM, you'll get instant access to a variety of parlay selection features, live betting options, player props, and daily boosted odds specials. And with BetMGM at your fingertips, every play and every game matter more than ever. So find out why BetMGM is the king of sportsbooks. Sign up today with the bonus code ATOZPA and get up to $1,000 back in bonus bets if you don't win your first bet. Visit BetMGM.com for terms and conditions. Hopefully you guys took the Eagles in this one on the spread, because right now it seems like they're going to blow this out. Now, I did say this last week. And then here comes Tyrod Taylor in for Tommy DeVito, and he came storming all the way back. Giants cut it to a 2-point game. Let's really hope the Cardinals do not do that in this game. I don't think they will, because I think they blew their best shot. I think they blew their load in the first half, trying to go out there and go on 10-minute drives, and they had the formula to do it. They just couldn't punch it in the end zone. So I don't really anticipate Arizona doing much in this game. I can't really take a lot away from it. I just want to see the Eagles, you know, come out here and play concrete football and just, you know, stick to their guns, right? Like, stick to your game. They're not really running the football. They'll probably do that more in the second half. Hopefully they will, but just don't make mistakes. Don't go out there, shoot yourself in the foot, and go get this win and get ready for a game next week against the Giants and then the playoffs. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, Julio Jones with 2 touchdowns is crazy. Julio with 2 tutties is nuts. They need to use some of these guys more, you know, in the red zone. Get creative. That's why you brawl Julio Jones here. And, you know, sometimes it feels like you limit yourself, you know. I mean, but we've been saying that all year. So the Eagles went 1:30 down the field on their last drive, 9 plays for a touchdown. They had what was the other one? 9-play, 75-yard drive again. So 2 9-play, 75-yard drives in this first half. You know how crazy that is, man? The Eagles have only had the ball 3 times in the entire half. I mean, obviously they had the pick 6, but only really 2 real drives. The first one was a 3-and-out. It was a 3rd and 2. They decided to throw it out of, they decided to check it down. It made no sense. But, you know, the Cardinals are not good enough to stop some of these things, even if you make some mistakes. So we'll see what they do. But I will say the Cardinals they're one of the worst teams in the league. So Brad says defense is killing us every game. Yeah, they really are. And, you know, let's see what the Cardinals are on 3rd down in this game. 4 for 8. So still not that efficient from the Eagles defense. And like I said, just the pass rush is not there. I wish some of these guys could get their mojo back. It's frustrating, man. It's frustrating. Defense is killing us. It's been a weird year. It really has been, man. Failing at every 3rd down is beyond me. Honestly, can't stop 3rd down. So, you know, it's perfectly right to have some gripes in this game. But if you say bad things, then you're going to be looked at as a hater. And, you know, I mean, even last week when you tried to criticize people saying, oh, why aren't you just happy that they're winning? Blah, blah, blah. So we'll see, man. But the Cardinals had more yards in the first half. They had more everything except points. Eagles were able to convert, and they were able to capitalize on the Cardinals' mistakes. So what do you guys think? Will the Eagles win this game? Will they get it done? Only 20 yards on the ground. I'm sure that will improve drastically, but I think they win this game. I think it's probably going to be more of a blowout. but I can't speak too soon. We'll have to wait and see. And we will be back here right after the game on Eagle Post Game Live here on A to Z Philly. So do me a favor, guys, if you have not yet, hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, and share this show around. Last thing I'll say is Cowboys won last night. They should have lost, but it actually helped the Eagles out. Right now, they're at the number 2 seed. We got to hope that the Niners somehow find a way to cough up a game here in the next 2 weeks. Then the Eagles could get the number 1 seed. So we have to hope. We have to hope and pray the Niners lose, Eagles keep winning, and they get back on track. Appreciate everybody tuning in. I will catch you guys right here after the game on Eagle Post Game Live.